Hello, welcome back. So Castorice will be coming to global in just a few more days. So today it will be a very brief video to give you my personal opinion on Castorice and then uh, who I think should prove for Castorice. And if you're still undecided, maybe there are a few indicators for you to decide on whether you want to prove for her or not. So just a very quick breakdown of Castorice. Her damage would be mainly from her dragon. And whenever she summons a dragon, she would reduce all enemies all type rest by 20%. So all type rest debuff is considered quite valuable in Progress Scenario because it's an independent multiplier, and very few characters have this. One of them is one man, and then normally all type rest reduction is locked behind E6. The only exception thus far is Ranma, which is built into her ultimate. But for the rest, it will be around E6 or E4, things like those. Okay, so this is a very valuable debuff, and it's built into Castorice Dragon, so it's a very, very good point for her. And the thing with Castorice is if you pull for her, you have to pair her with a healer. It's a must. It's not even a consideration because Castori's skill and her enhanced skill will both consume allies HP. So if you look at this, her normal skill will consume 30% of all allies HP, and her enhanced skill will consume 40% of all allies HP. So if you don't have a healer, your team may not survive in the content that you're playing, right? So just bear this in mind. And then, yeah, nothing much to say. Like so, she has big damage, and then her Eidolons are also pretty good. Her E1 will allow you to kill off enemy faster because the moment they drop below a certain threshold, the dragon will deal more damage. And the second Eidolon is so whenever you summon the dragon, Castorius will gain two of this Ardent Will. With two Ardent Will, you will Castorius will advance her own action by 100%. And then this is the part that is a bit interesting because it says that Ardent will allow you to offset the HP cost of Netherwing skill. So I'm not too sure how it'll work out when she comes online, but I would guess that she will be able to offset the 40% HP requirement here for two times. If that's the case, then her E2 is actually quite substantial because it actually reduces the requirement to have a healer. Okay, but that is only if it works out that way. Otherwise, you still have to bring a healer. Okay, and then after that, her E4 is okay, decent, and her E6 is actually pretty good. But I would say overall, Castorice is similar to the previous anniversary unit, Acheron, where if you go down to her E6, she will deal a lot of damage. If you're a whale, then of course go for it. If you're a dolphin, and if you're thinking whether you want to go for the E6 or not, my personal recommendation is if the cost of E6ing Castorice is it will affect your livelihood, then the obvious answer is no. At the end of the day, it's just a game, right? So yeah. So who should pull for Castorice? Okay, when deciding to pull for Castorice, think of it from three angles. Number one, do you like the character? If you like the character, go for it. Number two is whether your current team is not complete and you still need a DPS. If yes, go for it. Because Castorice team is surprisingly cheap. You just need a healer that will all be given a free runner. You can put runner together with Castorice, and then you can just put your our Remembrance MC with her. Then you have a team already. And then if you are lacking a DPS and you love Castorice design, just go for her. Okay? And then the third point would be so let's say you're a veteran player and you already have a few complete teams. For example, Facel's team, a full Acheron team, or even a full Black team, right? If you have a complete team already, then the pressure to prove for customers is not really that high. Because either way, you'll be clearing content. So if you already have a complete team, right? If you want to skip Castorice, just skip. There's there will be no penalty whatsoever. Global passive or whatever, right? I mean, if you already have a complete team with a very good relic set, the global passive is kind of pointless because your team will not die anyway. So yeah, that's about it. So Just to summarize, for Castorice, if you like her design, pull. If you're missing a DPS, pull. But bear in mind, if you pull for her, you will need to have at least a healer to be with her in the same team. And if you already have complete teams and you don't feel like pulling for her, or if you're skeptical, just skip her. You won't lose out on anything at all. One thing with Castorice is if you do pull for her, one of the things that you have to take note of is you will also have to pull for her light con, because right now there is not really a good substitute for her light con. And then the 4-star light con that we have, the Remembrance light con, that one is also not as good. Yeah, this one. So this is okay if you want to use this is okay, but you will see quite a big damage drop compared to using her own signature like con. So pulling recommendation for Castorice is if you want to pull for her, go for at least a 0 power plus 1. So meaning to say E0 Castorice plus her light con. If you want to go deeper on her add-ons, then E2 is a good stopping point. And if you're well or you're very, very rich, then just go for E6. Yeah, so that's it for this video. For me personally, I'm still undecided. I think I may be skipping her stories, but yeah, that's it. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.